by Sniffing Pickles. Thank you, sir. I am, instead of eating dinner tonight, I hope you're happy. You know, I am happy. Thank you so much. And I'm going to take that guilt trip and cash it. Thank you, sir. Ziffy sat 2400 for Red Wep versus I'm in love with my ex-girlfriend. And those compositions, oh man, I was meaning to add the compositions to the bracket.
It's a combat rogue mage druid versus a ret demonology warlock resto shaman.
What? Okay, so right away, that's some funky stuff, man.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So these are best of 3, don't forget, because this is the first round of the whole tournament, and both teams are ready. So I'm gonna hit that go button, man. I'm gonna get right into it. Let's do this.
Ready, man. My body is
so
ready.
The very first of this best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be found on Dalaran Sewers. See you in there. At the donation bar. So, welcome to Dalaran Sewers, everybody. It's a smaller map. I'm not sure if that really gives an advantage to either one of these teams, as I don't even... So this is a Demonology Warlock Ret Paladin Restoration Shaman. What do you guys think about this composition?
This is a really awkward comp. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
I actually think it's not too bad of a composition, to be honest with you. It can be hard for a comp like Rogue Mage to hit sort of a demo lock. I think that their main target is going to be the Ret Paladin in this game. Probably. It'll probably be hard to kill the Shaman with the Warlock peels and Ret peels, and yeah. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Well, so we see ziffyx just trying to get the gateway on. It looks like the sap is going to go onto him, so I'm guessing Soballer is actually going to be the target here, getting cheaped up and groated as well. Echo trying to spam with some cyclones is able to get one onto Ziffy there, but he is actually going to unbound will that, trying to get some more cyclones. He's going to follow a cyclone up with ziffyx out of that. So it's going to be really good. Just kind of spam CCing him, just trying to stop him from getting some fears or some of the damage out. Polymorph going to land on the ziffyx. Soballer looks like he's going to continue to be the target here, just trying to spam the flash of light, seeing as his shaman is going to be cycloned up. Is Echo going to be able to get another cyclone? I don't think so. He's actually going to get polyed up. This could be possibly some cooldowns coming out of Soballer here. He is going to have to pop that sag. Echo just trying to get some cyclones out again. ziffyx going to be cycloned up. Soballer still taking quite a bit of damage. The wings going to have to come out. Hodge going on to Unafraid there. The Iron Bark landing onto Unafraid from echoqt. I'm not exactly sure about that. Maybe he was trying to do a preemptive Iron Bark there. I'm not exactly sure.
So that's the bubble coming out from Soballer already. And Wings didn't really accomplish all that much, but can this team get back in it? driftingz now taking a little bit of damage. I like that they're going on driftingz. They prevent that CC that driftingz. He's putting a lot of control in. Unafraid now keeps going into those fears and now into the full stun. Echo in a full stun. Cross CC. driftingz taking a little bit of damage. Kiting well. This is the kidney shot in the Snowballer though. They're trying to switch this momentum back around. Orbs coming out. Snowballer could be in a little bit of trouble here, and he ends up walling.
Ends up popping as well. He's not going to be in too much trouble at this point.
I don't know, man. Like this Ret Lock Restoration Shaman team is so weird. I don't even understand how it works. There's the link coming out from the Restoration Shaman, and this team's trying to stay offensive, but I feel like the cross CC from... Oh, they're making a super hard swap onto Echo. This is Barkskin. Is it going to be enough? He's just sitting in it, wow, actually, driftingz blocking offensively, getting out of CC to try to peel for Echo. That was Killing Spree coming out in a Snowballer, but looks like he's just going to bop it up and be okay for now.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And it looks like just people are just trying to get the setup that they want here. The full cyclone is actually going to land on ostentation there.
Sounds like that sounds right.
Blind is actually going to land on the ziffyx, but he's going to come out of that Soballer. He's taking quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the target here. The full kidney. He does not have a bomb to be able to follow that up and kind of scare them, but that is going to have to be the trinket from Soballer. Still dipping really, really low. The Grota is going to have to come out, trying to make sure that he's not going to be able to get some flash of lights out there. driftingz is dipping pretty low as well. The NS is actually going to have to come out of Echo. Both members from both teams actually dipped very, very low there. The polymorph coming out onto ziffyx there, which is going to be really good just to try to stop some of the damage coming from him. Soballer is going to be put into that full kitty again, 75%. This could possibly be the stop that they want to. Common Storm coming out, a lot of damage on Soballer there, sitting at 50%. The growth's going to come out as well. Unafraid is going to have to cloak there, trying to stop, trying to prevent some of the fears coming out from ziffyx because he is trying to peel using those fears. Soballer is going to look like he's going to be able to top it off. Dark Soul is going to come out from ziffyx, trying to get as much damage as possible. echoqt sitting really, really low there. That was the trinket, as well as the bark skin there. driftingz sitting really low as well, and that is going to have to be the block. Just not really feeling like he's in a good position right there, so he's going to have to block.
Yeah, Soballer got a lot for those wings. That was a really good trade for him. Echo now in a full cyclone. driftingz going to be the kill target once again, but he's pulling back. He's in a good position. This is the stun on the Echo. If there's anything to cross... Oh, there's the full polymorph going out onto the restoration shaman. It's not going to get sacked up just now, but this is wall from Snowballer. Looks like it's going to be enough for now. Ironbark going out onto driftingz as Snowballer is connecting once again. I really like how this lock is cross-CCing, but at the same time, this RMD is doing a really good job just controlling the whole game. But Soballer now, he's at 40% health here, and he's out of a bubble. This could be it anytime soon here.
He's caught into that full kidney, and ostentation actually put into a full bash, into a cyclone. He could be in a lot of trouble here. Roughly 10%. Is he gonna... You just get caught into that DR clone ostentatious, and the link does come out.
Yeah, that was a link right before Cyclone. That was close, man.
Yeah, if he would have gotten that cyclone out right before the link, if he would have timed it just correctly, they would have been able to get the kill outside of that cyclone. But fortunately, that is not what happened. And so echoqt is going to have to bark skin himself. It looks like he is going to continue to be the target here, trying to spam some cyclones out, trying to peel for himself and his teammates. ziffyx is going to be cycloned up there. driftingz starting to take a little bit of damage here. It looks like he might be the target. It's a possibility. Ostentation is going to be put in that full blind, but I don't think he doesn't actually have trinkets, so he might get sapped out of it from Unafraid. But it doesn't look like he's going to follow it up with the sap. Unafraid is going to get feared up, but he's going to get dispelled out of that. echoqt is going to get feared up as well. Dark Soul is going to come out from ziffyx. Soballer actually going to be put in that full kitty, but he is going to trinket out of that. The Howl is going to land onto Echo. Are they going to be able to follow anything up to get this kill onto Soballer? The Hodge actually going to land on echoqt. This could possibly be it. Wings coming out of Soballer here, trying to get offensive as well as defensive here. Unafraid starting to dip pretty low as well. The evasion is going to come out. He could possibly just go down here. ziffyx is going to have the Dark Soul fade really quickly. Recoup is going to have to come out from Unafraid, just trying to get as many heals as possible. Soballer is actually going to get put in that full kitty. This could possibly it. This is the bomb here. He could possibly go down. Are they going to be able to follow anything up out of that smoke bomb onto echoqt? It does not look like it. The cyclone actually going to land on the ziffy, but that is going to be the trinket, and it looks like both teams are going to be safe for now.
Yeah, that was a sick howl coming out from Ziffy, peeling both these EPS, but Echo's in trouble. He's at 34% health here. He's in a stun. He displaces and he goes nowhere. Barkskin's up, but is it going to be enough? He's at 5% dampening at this point. Lots of damage coming out. Is Echo just going to go down? He's trying to get away. He's stampeding away. Soballer does not want to continue to push as he's dipping kind of low here. So he's going to pull back, get into a better position, but he's at 50% health here, and that's a full cyclone onto his restoration shaman. I mean, the polymorph's going out into Ziffy, a cyclone again. Soballer now in a kidney shot, and there's the bubble. It came back. The double howl on the DPS. Looks like he's going to be okay for now. There's the Hodge on the echoqt. They're pumping a lot of damage into him. He's in bear form. Is it going to be enough? There's the DR stun on top of it. He's at 40% health here. He Ironbark. He gets away. There's the Hex on the drifting. I love this cross CC coming out from this lock restoration shaman. They just swap it right over to the mage whenever the druid gets away, and I love that. And now that we're at 10% dampening, mana is becoming a problem for this restoration druid. Oh, Soballer could just go down. This is Killing Spree, 2% health, and Killing Spree is just gonna nab the kill as he did not have bubble available to him anymore, and that is going to do it for the very first round of this best of 3.
Ooh. So I want to say sorry for that game. I didn't really contribute much, but my UI isn't working, and it's really hard to tell what's going on.
There's I'm surprised you said what you did. If your UI is not working.
It's a shotcast without a UI.
Here, let me link you the new arena live.
If it happens again, you can either just click escape and then /reload, either in the game or in the
Do you see health bars or anything?
No, I don't see anything. I think it might be disabled.
Okay.
So I'll go turn that on really fast.
Yeah,
it's awkward.
No problem, man. Been there, done that, dude.
Promise it'll be better next game. Okay.
Do you need my help?
Really fast.
My stream froze. I can't.
Oh, because of your VPN?
I don't know why.
It's the VPN. You don't think so?
No.
Okay. The I'm sorry, the RMP one, Unafraid's team one, that first one. So it is 1-0 in favor of I'm in love with my ex-girlfriend. Now, it's a single elimination. It's a very unforgiving bracket, and there's no seeding at all. So when you hop into this GCD tournament bracket, you either have to know a lot of compositions or get really lucky to move forward. And you know, it's tough. It's unforgiving, to least to say. You know, so
I think that's kind of the staple of a good tournament team. Either have like a comp that's really, really consistent that can do well against everything, or you have to be able to multi-comp to pick up for your weaknesses, you know?
Yeah.
You can't get counter-comped out of a tournament.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that. You have to have something prepared, I think.
Yep, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Oh, baby, we got a hot donation from Rifkin, 10 doll hairs.
Ooh.
Full 10 doll hairs, man. I'm going to read out this donation for you guys real quick. I'm really excited to see what Rifkin said. I think, okay. Okay, cool. Okay.
It like the add-on doesn't update for me anymore. Like, you know, like before you would update it and then it would automatically update mine, but it's not doing that anymore. So I have to.
Rifkin said, Vanruki guest commentator hype. Great. Thank you, Rifkin. I appreciate that. He said, a great insight added to two great guys. Psych. D, if you read this, you owe Rifkin $20. Damn it. I owe you $20. Why did you remind me? All right. Thank you, Rifkin. I love you, buddy. And so we're just going to jump right into the next one here. It is loser's pick, so I'm going to go ahead and ask Seth, which is, I believe, the Soballer, next map choice. Next map choice. If you guys don't know who Rifkin is, he is the main man over at Base Trade TV. He hosts all sorts of StarCraft tournament esports goodness. So if you're into esports in general and you think StarCraft is a cool game, definitely check out twitch.tv/BaseTradeTV. Dude is a class act, man.
He is a class act. He's hilarious.
I love Rifkin.
I love having him be a part of the Twitch community.
You like some guy, like some fan that he didn't even know. I'm like, hey, we're having a barbecue at some house next to BlizzCon. He's like, sick, I'll be right there. He just comes over. He just like
awesome.
hangs out and teaches us like card tricks and stuff.
He actually just destroyed everybody that night. It was like him and like Big Moran that were just.
Oh, dude, yeah, he was good.
Game.
Dude, like I thought my mind games were good, man. He put me to shame. All right, let's see here. The next one is Nagrand Arena hype. Nagrand hype. You know how I feel about Nagrand Arena, right?
Yeah, I think we all know how we all feel.
It's a pretty good map, to be honest.
Alright, Nagrand Arena. So I mean, the burst potential is definitely there for this this Ret Warlock. I saw those hard swaps, it was bananas. But at the same time, every single time I felt like it was kind of negated by the cross CC of this RMD and the mobility by Echo, you know? So like those two together, as he got away, I felt like they couldn't really follow up on like those hard swaps to the Druid after the Displacer. But we'll see. It's a different game, a different map.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the difficult part, is they're going to have to kill Echo in the stuns, because if P displaces, they don't really have a way to catch back up, especially with the Rogue Mage peeling and snaring and stunning, you know? It's difficult for them to get back.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like we're going to try to see who Unafraid is going to be able to get a sap on. Looks like, again, he's going to get a sap on a Ziffy, opening up on Soballer here. Looks like he's just going to continue to be the target within these games. So he's going to get put into that stun, just getting stunned up like crazy. ziffyx going to be put into that Cyclone. Soballer already dipping really, really low. Are they going to have to use some cooldowns here? Ostentation is actually going to get frost shot up. Good option there from driftingz. Soballer is still dipping really low. He's going to have to pop the wings here. Ironbark landing on Unafraid. These Ironbarks are actually pretty questionable here. ziffyx is going to have to pop that Dark Soul out. Soballer is still sitting at 50%, but the NS is actually going to have, or the big heal, excuse me, is going to have to come out from Ostentation. He is going to be able to top himself up, or his teammate up, excuse me. The deep is going to land onto Ostentation, but is he going to get a polymorph to follow it up does not look like it. Killing spree coming out on Unafraid here as well. ziffyx going to be frost drawed up into a full polymorph, but he is actually instantly going to get dispelled out of that. Soballer is going to be trying to spam some flashlights onto himself, and it looks like he is going to be able to be topped up here. ziffyx going to be cycloned up, but he actually is going to unbound will that. The blind is going to come out onto ostentation. He does have his trinket, but it looks like he's just going to sit it. Could he possibly get sapped up here? I'm not exactly sure. We're about to find out, but it doesn't look like Unafraid was able to get one off. The Hodge is actually going to land on Unafraid, but he is going to get dispelled out of that. echoqt trying to spam some cyclones out. ziffyx going to get cycloned up. Frost draw onto ostentation just to prevent some of those heals. The bash is actually going to land on ostentation here. Is this going to be the setup that they're looking for? echoqt was trying to get a cyclone out of that, but he is going to get locked out, and ziffyx is going to be polymorphed. And it looks like we're just trying to wait for that open window for them to get a kill.
Yeah, although this RMD has gotten a pretty good opener, they haven't really forced too much out of ostentation with Soballer yet. The only thing they really got was Soballer's trinket and one sack. So they're still sitting pretty defensively. They're able to actually turn around some of the pressure. Going to go ahead and pop. I think that's a Dark Soul onto echoqt. He is going to have to pop that skin, although he still has trinket, so I think he's going to be safe for now.
Yeah, driftingz now, Ironbark going out, and Unafraid using his evasion just to pretend. That's the deep freeze on ostentation. Cheap shot on the Soballer. This cross CC going out is pretty crazy. Soballer actually bopping himself off of that. And it looks like he actually just, oh, I'm sorry, driftingz actually stole the bop fairly quickly. So Soballer is still in a little bit of trouble as ostentation is put into that, what was that, frost jaw? And then the polymorphs coming out from driftingz, but Soballer making sure not to let those go out too often, getting those kicks. He's trying to pull back, get into a better position. It looks like they want to pull back Unafraid and go him. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Unafraid making sure that he always keeps that feint up, so really preventing that damage from coming in. There's the kidney shot on the Soballer and the deep freeze on the ostentation. The cheap shot follow up on the Soballer. Full polymorph on his restoration. Shaman, a lot of damage coming out. This is the Hellstone. Is it going to be enough? It looks like he's going to be okay for now. This is Orb though, and he's healing himself up. This is a Spirit Link right before getting the Frost Jaw, and Snowballer is now getting offensive once again onto echoqt. This is Wings.
This full time, he did have to trinket. He didn't have bark skin, so beautiful trinket by him. And he did pop his bark skin as well. So the next swap could be big trouble for Echo. And driftingz actually going to have to go ahead and go into that ice block. Well, Soballer with the wings, that offensive pressure turnaround. It's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they are going to be actually overlap a little bit of CC on ziffyx right there, but he is going to actually unbound will that to keep himself aggressive here. The polymorph going to land onto ostentation there. Soballer is taking quite a bit of damage. Full blind is actually going to land onto ostentation, but he is going to get bopped out of that. Really good bop coming from Soballer there. Is going to save ostentation some time just to be able to bring himself back up so that his team can continue to be offensive here. ziffyx going to be put into that cyclone as well. driftingz trying to spam some frost bolts out, just casting on his targets. Soballer going to be put into that full kidney. This could be a little bit of trouble for Soballer, but I don't think Unafraid has enough damage out. They just, seeing as they just used all of the damage just right before this. Soballer is going to be sitting at 50%. Man, he's just taking so much damage. 30%. This could possibly be it. Are they going to be able to get a polymorph outside of that deep? It looks like they're going to be able to. That he is actually going to bubble that. He's at 20%. That was just really scary. And ostentation had no outs. His trinket's about to come up. So this next CC chain, he won't be as scared.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Bomb coming out on a Soballer. Lots of damage coming in, and Shaman's pushing in, trying to get some heals on him. He looks like he's going to be okay for now as he does wall, but this team really needs to get offensive really soon, man. He doesn't have bubble, and it's getting kind of scary. And his Shaman does have his trinket back. Lots of damage going on to driftingz, and he ends up blocking. That was a good block. I think he might have gone down there if it landed on that Chaos Wave or whatever that Demonology Warlock spell is. Soballer taking a lot of damage still. The Cyclone going out, and the Poly, the cross CC. It's a 3v1, and Soballer's all alone right now. He's at full health. This is the full kidney shot though. Do they have anything?
Does have trinket.
Yeah, he's holding
so I don't
on.
think he's gonna be too scared.
He got sacked up on it. That was a good sack by Soballer. But bash out on the ostentation, and they're trying to put the pressure back around. This is killing spree though, so Soballer is getting so low. Full Hodge and Wings going out. Driftingz could be in some trouble here. He's at 48% health here. He blinks away. He has Ironbark. He's gonna be okay for now, and it looks like Snowballer is gonna be okay for now. But he's connecting again onto Driftingz with his wings up, and these wigs are just so deadly, man.
And driftingz could actually be in a little bit of trouble. He still has no block for another 50 seconds. And Ziffy's second Demon Soul is coming up again in around 8 seconds. So they could actually get a kill with this Demon Soul. Yeah, Echo doesn't have his trinket up. So if they could land some CC on an Echo and get some burst on a driftingz, he could actually go down.
Exactly. So yeah, driftingz is taking a little bit of damage now, right? It looks like he is going to kind of be the target here. I'm not exactly sure what is going on. Cyclone going to be landed onto ziffyx. There's Soballer is going to be the target on ziffysat 2400. But I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. Just kind of trying to get some CCs up. Full Kidney actually going out into Soballer here. This could possibly be it. Ostentation is right next to him though, so it doesn't look like much damage is going to be taken. The deep is actually going to come out to Ostentation. Are they going to be able to get a polymorph to follow it up? He's actually getting interrupted on that. Do they have any more CC to come out of team I'm in love with my ex? I'm not exactly sure. Soballer is going to be able to be topped off there. I think if they would have been able to secure that polymorph, that probably would have been the kill there. But I'm not exactly sure. I've seen some pretty intense comebacks. Unafraid dipping pretty low. The double howl actually landing on both DPS from I'm in love with my ex. So there's a really good howl coming out from ziffyx there. He actually got a triple howl last game. So as far as I've seen, he's been doing a really good job in getting those howls out.
Yeah, that's the kidney shot in the Snowballer, and the deep freeze on Ostentation. Ostentation's mana might be an issue here, but Soballer taking a lot of damage. This is Orb coming out, and that's going to be a Trinket Link coming out from Ostentation. But he has 14 mana left. I mean, oh, this is a stun. Driftingz taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have a block of it. Oh, he does have a block of it.
He does. It just came up.
Oh
not too long
my
ago,
gosh.
So, yeah, luckily for him, that block came up. And Team Soballer Ostentation, and the good thing they have going for them right now, Soballer still has his Trinket and Sack for the next CC that goes out onto Ostentation. So he's going to have to do that the next time Ostentation gets CC'd, or he'll probably end up dying. They're actually swapping onto Ostentation, it looks like. He has gotten to that full kidney. He's down to around 40%.
Wow, he just used that sack for damage, man. I don't know. That might come back to haunt him a little bit later. But that being said, we're at 15% dampening, and that Hellstone literally did nothing to Ostentation, so he could be in a lot of trouble here. The wings are up for Soballer. I feel like he's got to get offensive, like right now. As soon as he gets out of this polymorph, there's the grounding. Ostentation just desperately trying. There's the kidney shot, the full kidney shot on Ostentation, and he does get bopped out of that. I love the cross CC coming out from this RMD, the Cyclone going out onto Ziffy, and Ostentation's still in trouble at 50% health here as Bop is about to fall down right now. Wings coming up from Soballer.
Yeah, driftingz could be in a lot of trouble. He still doesn't have a block for another minute. And Ziffy also has a Demon Soul available, so they do have Wings and Demon Soul already. It's going to be an unbelievable amount of pressure coming out onto the RMD right about now.
It's a base
and
race,
echoqt
man.
that actually was both Barkskin and Iron Bark coming out of echoqt. That was just a lot of damage. Ostentation though starting to dip pretty low as far as mana goes. Actually, both healers are starting to dip really low, especially this far into dampening. It could be a very scary thing. So we're gonna have to see who is gonna come out on top. Ostentation is gonna be kidneyed up there. The Cyclone gonna be landing on the ziffyx. The whole team is just CC'd here. This is getting pretty scary for Team Ziffy. It's at 2400 here. Ziffy gonna be cycloned up, but Ostentation is gonna be able to get the link out and keep his team aggressive here. I'm actually surprised how much health that they have and how safe they're going to be here. But Ostentation looks like he's still going to continue to be the target. It looks like the strat is to train the blue here. Full kidney again is going to land onto Ostentation here. That is going to have to be the Trinket because he did see that bomb come out and he just did not want to have to risk getting global inside of that kidney. He's trying to spam some healing surge, trying to fake out Unafraid here. It looks like he's going to be able to land one. Is he going to be able to land another? echoqt trying to get some cyclones out, gonna be able to cyclone Soballer up, trying to stop some of the damage, keeping his team aggressive, and they're doing a really good job with that. Another full kidney landing on Ostentation. Are they gonna have any peels for Unafraid here? It does not look like it. Hopefully, I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen. Ostentation is just probably gonna go down here. He's at 20%.
The double howl, man. The double howl is stunned. Just so much cross CC going out. I can't believe he just survived that. It was orb and everything, Mikey. That's ridiculous. That's 27% dampening at this point, though. Like, how much longer can he continue to do this, man? There's the full kidney coming out on Ostentation. He's at 50% health here. This could be it right now. Soballer is in that full polymorph. He has no help right now. 5% health. That was the grounding. It's not going to be enough. He's at 1% health over and over, and he's going to fall down. The cross CC from this RMD at 29% dampening. I felt like definitely secured him that kill. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not sure. So that's actually going to be a 2-0 in favor of In Love With My Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah, and like you said, what really secured the kill there for the RMD was getting the cross CC on Soballer, so he wasn't able to toss out those off heals, he wasn't able to bop them. He just really couldn't do anything to support a shaman, and because of that, he ended up going down. But that was actually a pretty close game. I mean, both healers were really low in mana, and I mean, yeah, if the game didn't end there, it definitely could have gone either way. But well played by the RMD. Well played by both teams.
Well played, WP. Yeah. So that is going to mean I'm in love with my ex-girlfriend.